All right, my boots are in from Steve the Shoe Man on Instagram. He has quite the impressive resume. And I just had a hard time finding any kind of references or feedback from other people. So I figured I'd make a quick video, give a quick review, and then my own input as to if the quality's there compared to this, which is what I was told was a cheap boot and very cheap quality. And you can see the soles are pretty beat up there and chunked out and worn down, but the stitch work still looks pretty darn good on them. There's no rust on the eyelets, no weird stuff there. Everything looks pretty uniform actually the whole way through. In quick comparison, real quick, take a look at this boot. So this is some missing stitches here, going over the edge there, going over the edge there, some double stitching. You still have all the markings on these boots from the manufacturing process, which, I don't know. I guess if they could have been cleaned off, he would have cleaned them off. But again, taking a look at the stitch work here, not the best. In particular, you notice it back here on the spine of the boot, where it's not very uniform. You can see it's kind of dinged up already too, but again, in comparison to what I was told was a cheap quality boot, where it looks great still, nice and uniform. These are a leather, I guess, or simulated leather. They have a fabric inside, which I'm not used to, and it has a little bit of padding there. The tongue looks very flimsy and floppy and unfinished, especially with these sharp corners like that. Taking a look at what I mean here. This is the old boot. The inside was very easy to be cleaned. Just wipe it down with a Lysol wipe. Not going to be able to do that there. And here's the tongue in the old boot, where it looks very finished and, well, done. So let me try these on, and I'll give you some feedback on the comfort. Overall, the boots were very comfortable to move around in. There was a little bit of gap at the back side of the boot, and I couldn't tighten them anymore, so I guess there's just going to be a gap there. I will have tights on, so maybe that'll fill up some of the gap. The weight, the new boots are 3 ounces less than the old boots. Not that that's any kind of indicator of quality, but they definitely feel like they're lighter. And with my old boots missing about half of the soles on them, I would say it's probably 4 or 5 ounces less in weight than the other ones. They were very comfortable to move around in. It felt form-fitted. It was a nice fit for my foot. Unfortunately, those staples that were holding the insole in, I could feel them every step I took on my heel in particular, so I'll have to get some insoles and throw them in there. Again, the shoelaces being stitched together is a very unique thing. I know they make shoelaces that are long enough to accommodate these boots, so I don't know why that was a choice. Overall craftsmanship, I truthfully don't think it's any better as far as like the stitch work and the materials than the boots that I paid half the price for that have lasted me 9 years at this point, and probably not a lot, maybe like 100 or so matches, but still a lot of training during that time too, a lot of wear and tear on my old boots. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get some good use out of these, but hopefully you found something in this video that could either help you make a decision one way or the other, or just be a little informative about some of the different products that are out there and what they might look like.